Come on, there we go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Vol Report. It is I, Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com, coming to you with, well, what's going on? Well, I think we have we have a little action. Anyway, our blog from yesterday, speaking to the huge contango, it could be some profit taking. The huge contango we had yesterday, potential trades. Can't see the exact trade, of course, unless you're in our chat room, but that's the way it goes. Look for a Saturday class for late March for us. Mark and I are still trying to decide what we want to do. If you have any ideas for a Saturday class that are interested in seeing a particular subject, feel free to email me at andrew@optionpit.com. If we use your idea, we'll give you a free month of Option Pit Live. All right. And with that, let's take a look at what we got going on here. So I guess we have a little profit taking. We only had a 2.5% move yesterday on I don't know what. But it was something. We have negative interest rates in Japan. I guess that's good. Again, I can't figure it out, but somebody likes it. Somebody definitely liked the manufacturing number. As I recall, if we look at the tick chart from yesterday, it almost was to the moment. Okay. Boom. They released the number, and I think the SP, the index was just going through one hand. The SPY was going through one handle about every hour, it felt like. Well, I guess it was sliding until now. So it was a pretty good sign. Again, yesterday we did not necessarily want to sell the rally hard. We kind of avoided that. However, at the same time, you want to be mindful of the fact that this market can move. So you're getting a little bid for volatility. Got sold down very hard yesterday, extremely hard yesterday. I thought we came up with a pretty decent contango play. It seems to be doing okay. However, what to expect going forward? The good ADP number means there's probably going to be a decent payroll number. You could see how, like the Treasury's TLT is a good proxy. No response. Right? It's almost like everything pre-sold the number. We rallied that it was going to be a decent number. We're happy. This seems like the market's happy with a growing economy. Duh. And at some point you accept interest rates. And if the rest of the world isn't going to collapse, right, that should drive volatility down. So a couple things to look for really today. I like to look for some butterflies, something like that. I'm not quite sure. I thought about, even into the close yesterday, potential of a time spread in the index. We'll take a look at that again because they marked the vol down pretty hard. But keep an eye on VIX, and I don't even mean like the cash number so much going up. Really keep an eye on how the market is bidding the options. Okay. Now these again, this is weekly stuff. Okay. We can look at that, Nikos. We have a little bit of a bid here. Again, I'm not sure if this is not like a little bit of funky vol data here, because most everything is pretty steady. But we look at the March options here. Again, let's just see if VIX can actually go up, because what they're telling me here is if I just look at VIX, right? Oops. Okay, just to kind of there's numbers could be a little bit sketchy in the morning for volatility. It's up a little bit. Okay, so if everybody starts to really freak out a little bit, there could be a bid for this stuff again, but it was sold off pretty hard yesterday. Most of the conversation in our chat room was really revolving around taking profits. A lot of long deltas covered, a lot of short volatility covered, stuff like that. If you wanted to add things, almost anything we looked at as adding was some sort of hedge. The next thing we looked at too, which was a good idea when Tesla kind of failed to break out with everything else and then sort of turned right around again. Maybe it's going to continue to look weak, but I think it's had about an $8 move since we looked at it yesterday. But all in all, I expect things to slide. However, okay, and I mean slide going sideways just because we're waiting for news on Friday, right? You had the ADP news today. If you start to see VIX take a real dive, if you start to see VIX take a real dive, look for whatever slide we have in the market to end. Because right now, I think we're kind of at a, if people are accepting the rally we just had, they're going to start pounding some of these downside puts in VIX. And that generally, or pounding some downside puts in the SPX, that brings VIX down. And as of right now, it doesn't quite look like that. I think there's a lot of sitting on the fence because the rally was just so severe yesterday. All right, and with that, I will see everybody in our chat room momentarily.